Yes, we are back and back in style. I'm Maxwell Kumoye with the latest on Sportsgroove. Sportsgroove is a production of Fairfield Media Cast blog. Yes, we serve you the very best when it comes to sports and entertainment as well as politics. But today, our focus is on the EPL. 7 games went down and the big boys really show that they are truly the big boys. So let's tell you how it all started and how it ended on Saturday, the 5th of October 2024 in the EPL. It's match day 7. Wow. Who is the leader? Of course, Liverpool, the Reds. They are on top of the table with 18 points, courtesy of their 1-0 away win at Selhurst Park. Remember that name again, Diego Jota. Diego Jota. He scored for Liverpool just 8 minutes plus some seconds on the clock. He ran it up to be 9 minutes with Gakpo, the Dutchman, providing the assist. And that 1-0, it stands and ended that way. For Liverpool, is 6 wins out of 7. What a start for Slot. Slot, the only manager in Liverpool's history to have won 4 away Premier League as a first manager. That is a big one for Slot, the Dutchman, getting it right. And how did Liverpool start the game? Alisson was in goal. Tsimikas came in for Robinson. Why, as usual, right back we had Trent Alexander. He was in charge of the right back. And then the central pair was Konate and Captain Fantastic Virgil van Dijk. That's how they formed the back four for Liverpool. In front of the back four, we had Gravenberch and McAllister. Then, up front, we have Gakpo, as well as Jota and Salah, making it tight for Liverpool. In the course of the game, Gakpo gave way for Nunes, so too was Salah too. Wataru Endo came in for Jones, who was part of the team for the first time, starting a big game at Selhurst Park. 1-0 it ended for Liverpool. Another game that will tickle your fancy is the game at the Emirates, Arsenal, finding their bearings against Southampton. Southampton featured the Nigerian at the back, but it was not really good for Southampton. The game ended 3-1 in favor of Arsenal. Who made it happen for Arsenal? Yes, Saka scored and gave double assist, his 42nd assist in the EPL. Yes, that young man is really slicky and he's making it happen for Arsenal. Yes, and it keeps Arsenal the same point with Man City 17. Liverpool are on 18, but Man City and Arsenal are on 17 points. 3-1 it ended. Talking about Man City, Kovacic scored twice as they beat Fulham. 3-2. It was a nervy finish for the City guys, but eventually they held their own and made it happen. 3-2. One player you should keep an eye on this season is Brian Boma, the Cameroonian international. He has been scoring week in, week out. He was part of Brentford 5-3 win over Wolves. For Wolves, is 7 games, 6 defeats. What a way to start the season. It's been very, very rough for Wolves. From Brian Boma, that's a good one, scoring week in, week out. Yes, so as he goes on the international break, he has to carry that vip, that zest to the Cameroonian camp that have a date to keep with Kenya at the Stade Amadou Ahidjo Stadium on the 11th of October. Yes. What happened too at Goodison Park? That was the last game of the day. Last game of the day, who was the hero? Jordan Pickford, the English international. He stopped Anthony Gordon's penalty, making it happen 0-0. It ended for Newcastle and Everton. For Ghanaians, they will certainly be happy with the way Mohamed Kudus has been playing this season. He was on target again for West Ham. That has been finding life difficult at the start of the season with a new manager. But Kudus was in charge today. He was pulling the right strings and he also scored in West Ham 4-1 beating of Ipswich Town. And as usual, Ipswich Town had to rely on Delap, who scored. But his goal was not enough as the Hammer ran away with a 4-1 victory. What a way. Yes, for Leicester and Ndidi, it's a good parting shot returning to the national team for the international break. Leicester defeated their opponents 1-0. That's Bournemouth. So Leicester are also gradually knocking themselves off the relegation zone and finding a cool spot where they truly belong in the EPL. So when you look at the EPL table, yes, the back line is very, very dark for the likes of Ipswich Town. They've not been able to catch their breath. For Fulham, they blow hot and cold, but City gave them a bitter pill to swallow today. I think those are the 7 games that were decided today, as you heard it from us, fresh. Tomorrow, there are 3 key games that you need to keep an eye on. The big one is the game between Aston Villa and Manchester United. Manchester United, it's a day they want to show the rest of the world that no, we are not just a puppet. We want to make it happen. And their manager, Ten Hag, has been finding life difficult in the last 2 seasons with United. You know who came to save him midweek? Maguire, before they could manage that 3-3 draw in the Europa League. So Aston Villa, that made life difficult for Bayern in the Champions League, have United to contend with. Chelsea will have Nottingham Forest for a very big dinner, but I hope they will not be lost in the forest of Nottingham. But for Chelsea, Cole Palmer has been in very fine form this season, and I think Jackson will provide the support he needs. That's the story for tomorrow. And the last game is the game between Tottenham and Brighton Hove Albion. Brighton Hove Albion, they started the season on fire, but the story ended some day ago when Chelsea hammered them 4-2 to tell them, boys, you are still boy when it comes to the EPL. And then talking about the international break that will be happening starting from Monday. Players, some are already leaving tonight for their various countries to take part either in the Nations Cup qualifier in Africa, World Cup qualifier in South America, and then the leagues, the national leagues in Europe. The national teams players are heading various directions. For Nigeria, Austin Eguavoen has called up his usual suspect for the game against Libya. It's a double-header against Libya. Will the Libyans find it easy with Eguavoen? For sure, Eguavoen will tell them, I understand the African terrain and I will deliver the goods for Nigeria. His first 2 outings, 4 out of 6. Will he make it 6/6 against the Libyans? That is a doable task for Eguavoen. He will be counting heavily on the rave of the moment. Who is he? Ademola Lookman. Their young man has been painting Europe red with gold. So he's part of the team. But Victor Osimhen will not make the team. We understand he's injured and will be out for a week or thereabout. So he will be chairing the team from the back. That's the team, a 24-man squad that will take on Libya. So too, the Ghanaians have also released their team. As usual, their old captain, Dede Ayew, is not part of the team. For Dede Ayew, he's getting life back easy and smooth as he has moved to Le Havre in the French League again for the rest of the season. On that note, we want to call it a date on this special broadcast, which you will always be having during the weekends, especially with the major leagues in Europe. Tomorrow, be rest assured that will bring you what happened in Spain, Italy, including Germany, where Bayern Leverkusen threw a 2-goal lead to draw 2-2 with newly promoted side. And remember, Victor Boniface started the goal scoring for Bayern Leverkusen. And Maxwell Kumoye, and the man with the longest name, has been producing Oluwatobiloba Zil Adekpetu Kumoye. It runs in the blood. It is natural. With God's help, we'll give you another fine package tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of the day.